Welcome back, everybody. I know we took a bit of a hiatus, but your boys are back. We're back at it. We're going to do a special episode here as we get ready for one of the most anticipated games of the year. I have with me C-Note, a.k.a. Corey. We got Esquire Dave in the building, BT, and as always, repping PG County. We got Dre, myself, Brad. Shout out to Terence who couldn't be with us tonight. And we're going to go ahead and do a quick Super Bowl recap. I know it's been a while since we graced y'all's airwaves. Continue to follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us wherever you get your podcast from. And subscribe to us on all social media platforms. But, fellas, we got the game on Sunday. This is Super Bowl week. As much as some of us didn't want this matchup, and this was kind of the more predictable matchup out of everybody, but you saw the other weekend where the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship game, claiming yet another AFC title, going into Pat Mahomes, I think his fourth Super Bowl. And then we had the San Francisco 49ers come back down 23 or 24-7 and come back and beat the Detroit Lions in Santa Clara. As much as everybody else, I think I was one of the ones I was rooting for the Lions to try to break through a property franchise that has gone 0-16, but to see those guys make it all the way to the NFC Championship game, and I think they had it, and they took their foot off the gas a little bit and started to go away from what they did best in that game versus San Francisco, and allowed San Francisco to get the victory and head on to the Super Bowl. Just open it up, guys. What y'all think about the NFC Championship games and early thoughts about this Super Bowl matchup between? It's a rematch of about 2 years ago, I believe, 2 or 3 years ago, where the Kansas City Chiefs beat the 49ers in Super Bowl 30-something. Can't think of the number right now.
Super Bowl
say again, Dave, sorry.
It was 54. It was 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago. Super Bowl 54, excuse me. What's your guys' initial thoughts of this matchup and thoughts from the AFC and NFC Championship games?
Shit. Corey, you go ahead, bro.
We ain't want this shit. We're gonna keep it hot. We ain't want this shit. But now that it's here, like Detroit let me down, man. You supposed to keep Nick Bosa from playing football in Black History Month. We can't do that. We can't have him playing football now. Y'all know my beef with him, but keep it moving with it. Yeah, the NFL let me down, man. I wanted to see some hood shit going on for the Super Bowl. We had Detroit. We could have had Baltimore. It was gonna be the Wire versus BMF. They let me down, man.
You know that's too hood. You know that's too hood for the Super Bowl.
Detroit and Baltimore and Vegas for a week and a half. Nah.
For a whole week in Vegas.
Nah.
It was gonna be some brand new pimps being made out there. Hookers was gonna be going back to the D.
I imagine what Fremont Street would have looked like if Baltimore and Detroit would have got there.
Two cities who's definitely going to make a pipeline for whatever substance they pushing in Vegas that week.
It was going to be that random hotel.
Hey, man.
It was going
to be crazy.
Hey, Big right here, he would have got that pardon. He would have got pardoned just for the Super Bowl.
Hey, yo, chill.
Yeah, you had to let my boy out here. They had the city on fire.
No, it's definitely going to be some meetings on the tables talking about what Detroit, what y'all selling with it, BMO, what y'all go over there. A lot of that going on the tables and the blackjack tables, boy.
Yeah,
that's it.
Partnership being made. It was supposed to be a whole new partnership being made.
But
we got now.
But to answer your question, Brad, if you want to just keep it hot, both the Ravens and the Lions, they blinked. The niggas, they had their moments right in front of them, and they blinked.
Yeah.
Especially Detroit. I don't know. I hate when you can tell teams really try and highlight somebody, because all first half the run game was working. The run game was working. Like they had like almost like almost 150 in the first half off rushing alone. In the first half, you was keeping our offense, that 49ers offense off the field. You was burning the clock. Y'all was scoring. Then all of a sudden, because Goff missed that last touchdown to instead of going up 28-7, it was only 24-7. Next thing you know, it was like y'all was trying to get back that touchdown. He couldn't connect in the last drive, and then all of a sudden, it was flukish, but the ball hit dude's helmet, and IU caught it. And from that point on, I was like, yeah, momentum gone. Momentum gone. I was like, at that point, 49ers was just really about to like front run. Like even down double digits, they was about to be front running like shit after that play. So I just felt, and then of course, I wish T was here. Dan Campbell got too emotional. Should have just took the points.
Should have took the points, man.
I like there was only a minute left. Should have just took the damn points and tied it up. But yeah, man, Detroit, they had a great season, but when it mattered most, they blinked, and so did the Ravens.
I think that was a bigger disappointment.
Yeah,
who the Ravens?
Yeah, Ravens were a bigger disappointment.
They were a bigger disappointment, man. Yeah.
No, it's your fault, Dave. It's your fucking fault. I told you about that damn speech. I told you about that damn speech. I told you about that damn speech. You know, no, we can run that shit back. I told you. Everybody saw my face. And I told you, I was like, I don't know why you gave that speech. Why I know why you gave that loser ass speech to that team. That's a loser speech. You don't pick speeches from losers to try and make a team win.
It was from a Hall of Famer. Like it was from a Hall of Famer.
Okay. Is he playing? No, he's talking about the game. He used that speech for his bum ass team that always flop when it matters. And you thought that speech was going to resonate to the Ravens?
I got the sauce. I'm Esquire.
There was no sauce on Sunday. There was no sauce on Sunday.
There was no sauce. Okay. We get it. We
got teams.
They had there was no mumble and there was no mumble and bank. There was no mumble in the bank.
Yeah. Look, man.
And the bank was lit. Like I'm
looking. They didn't even have no tartar sauce. Straight looking like some blue cheese ass niggas.
But look, y'all. I was already gonna say that I take a bit of responsibility for what happened, but regardless, niggas still gotta play football. Did I tell Lamar to throw that to throw in triple coverage in the end zone? No.
You pretty much did in that speech.
No, I did not. I ain't tell him to do that.
You told that man to stand up to some giants and he got stomped out.
Did I tell
you put the battery in that man's back. You put the battery in that man's back and he got stomped out. That man looked at Goliath and Goliath said, "Not this time," and stomped that man out.
Look, bro. I put the battery in the pack, but niggas gotta change the channel, bro. I can put the battery in the remote, but niggas gotta change. Niggas gotta control the channels. All I can do is just put the battery in here, bro. I just put the battery in here.
You put that battery.
Change the channel. Oh, nigga, what niggas do after that? That's it. All I can do is provide that. Once you charge your phone to 100%, if you drop your phone in the ocean, that's on your ass, not me. I charge the battery. What's that got to do with me? What's that got to do with me?
Like all these Ray Lewis speeches and quotes that you could have Googled, you decide to pick the speech that the team got their ass whooped right literally after the game when he had the speech. I'm sorry, bro. Like, you gotta take like 25% of that shit, dog. You gotta take like 25%.
25%.
You gotta take a quarter, dog. You gotta take a quarter. You gotta take a quarter. I put 25 on you. I put 25 on Lamar. I put 25 on Zay. I put 25 on Todd. y'all all get 25, man. Y'all gotta take a quarter. Y'all gotta give a quarter.
Everybody quarter water.
Man. I take a little bit of responsibility, not no damn 25%.
You gotta take that 25, Mo.
I take 10% like Tyson offers. I take 10%. I'll take Terence.
Man, you know the Titan rules done changed there. You know you gotta give about 25 now, Mo. They ain't that's inflation say you gotta give more. Inflation prices say you gotta give more to the church.
I don't know. But yeah, we threw that speech away. We're not gonna say that speech again.
It was all jokes, huh?
Yeah.
It was all jokes. It was all jokes a couple weeks ago, huh?
No, I wanted the Ravens to win. Like, look, bro, I'll for my opinions on the Super Bowl, I'll save that for when we do predictions. But like I said, that speech, I was trying to, motivate Baltimore to win the game. It didn't happen. It just didn't happen. So
somebody bought tickets for $73,000 and you failed them, Dave. You gotta take some part in that, man.
Nigga, I'm Esquire. I'm just a man. I'm just a man. What? I'm just a man. But okay. But I get it. It's all good. It's all good. But the Ravens just fell short. Chiefs defense, is legit. They're better than I thought. They're better than they've been playing well, pretty much like most of the season and everything. We've been playing well really all season. But that was a time for the Ravens to come up big, but it just didn't happen. On the NFC side, emotional decisions kind of did the Lions in. Also, not running the football. I think after Jahmyr Gibbs had that fumble when they was up 14, they just kind of went away from it. A lot of things went the 49ers' way in the second half, but I think when the Lions were down 3 and you have a chance, Dre, like you were saying, to take the points, I think you have to, because as a coach, you have to realize how much momentum is shifting away from you. And the momentum, you just gave up literally 20 unanswered points. You have to, when you have that opportunity to at least tie the game and just say, okay, we're gonna kick the field. I mean, obviously you still got to make the field goal, but you kick the field goal, you tie the game. You got 6 minutes left. Now it's all about, okay, get my defense back out there and let's get a stop. Let's at least let's get a stop. If we can't get a stop, let's force them to a field goal. So at least when we get the ball back, we can go down and either tie the game or try to win the game. Now you got to think of it in that mindset. But Dan Campbell has shown us that this is what he does. This is what he does. He takes a lot of risks, and that's fine. But also you have to be in the mindset of, okay, my team is unraveling in front of me. How do I get this back? This is how do I take that step back and just get us to a point where we're still here, we can collect ourselves, and at least now we can play. We can at least just play for like the last few minutes of the game and just try to win the game and regain momentum. But that didn't happen. And then there was another questionable decision towards the end where when they were down 10 and they still had 3 timeouts left, they could have just they tried to run the ball in to score, but they got stopped. They had to burn the timeout. They ended up scoring a touchdown anyway, but then on the onside kick, they only had 2 timeouts left. They didn't get the ball back, and game over. So, it just, that's a lot of it's on the coach. Laporta and Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think they had some drop passes. Amon-Ra St. Brown only got targeted, I think, twice in the second half.
That's crazy.
2 or 3 times. Yeah, so.
The broadcasters brought that up too.
Yeah.
Again, they were like, "Where's Amon-Ra St. Brown?"
Yeah. So I mean, Detroit had it. It was right there for them, but it just didn't happen. But good season though.
Going forward, what Dan Campbell needs, he needs a vet coach, like as an advisor on the staff, because it's gonna stop him from making these overly emotional decisions that he makes sometimes. Because if you would have had a vet coach on that team, he would have been like, "Hey, coach, all right, relax here. Like, let's try to build back the momentum in a different way. Like, let's stop the bleeding by running the ball."
You
They're
gotta
still
tell that man to
down.
put the Red Bull down. That man be too hyped.
Because why not take the points when, so for example, when Detroit was up 21-7 and it was fourth down in the red zone, we were all like, oh yeah, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it, but he ended up taking the points, and so they went up 17. So why not take the points when you're down 3 with 7 minutes left or 6 minutes left, whatever it was. So
exactly,
it's
thinking.
It's about understanding the game and how it's going. You just gave up 20 unanswered points. Get your team, get some points on the board. Get some points on the board. Now get your defense motivated to go back out there and get a stop.
Because who does he actually have on that team, coaching wise, that has been in those positions before?
They're all doing it together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't see. So that's what he needs. I'm not saying fire anybody. He could literally bring someone in just as an advisor, just like to help him out when it comes to certain coaching decisions like that, because we know what he's gonna do every time.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a good shout because, like, I think if you brought somebody in and he go through the offseason and just look at the film and be like, Coach, in this particular game, if you would have made this decision, the outcome could have been different, and allow him to realize time and situation and when to go for it versus when not to go for it. You know, so I agree with that.
Especially when you're on the road, like I can understand him making some of these calls at home because you got the crowd behind you, like they can rally you. But in the road, like if you have a like you said, like he should like switch, like when you're up 17, let's just go for the knockout right now. Like you need, like just like we said about the Green Bay 49 game, you need touchdowns instead of field goals because 49ers can get 21 like this in a quarter. Like that's how high octane that offense can be when all those weapons are clicking. And we saw that like they was down and out, but like one catch changed the whole momentum of that game. And then Christian McCaffrey started getting it going. And then even Brock Purdy, he made some nice reads, and instead of trying to do too much with his arm, he just ran. He had 2 key first downs running the football. So we gotta give him credit for that. But those are things that you could have. But those are things you could negate it if you would have made smarter decisions, especially if you keep running. Well, I understand he fumbled, but you also have 2 running backs. So you could, if you don't trust Gibbs in this moment, you could have went with Montgomery and still run the ball. They was both gashing that 49ers defense.
They both were.
Yeah.
PT, you got any more thoughts on it? Championship Sunday.
Man, y'all pretty much hit everything on the head, man. Pause. But
hey yo.
Pause.
Hitting on the head is crazy.
That was crazy.
Wow.
Damn, man.
I know, man. I know.
Not
I'm
so.
disappointed in. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. That was damn. That was crazy. But yeah, man. Baltimore disappointed me, bro. I wanted this for Lamar so bad, bro. But Chiefs defense, man, light that man up. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all pretty much hit everything, man. I don't got nothing else.
I will say this though before we move on. And I gotta say this. Travis Kelce, I apologize. I forgot who you were, bro. I forgot who you were. Cause if he ain't like the best, like top 3 player in these playoffs so far, like my God, like where were you in the regular season, my boy? when it mattered to me. Because I ain't see that Travis Kelce since last year playoffs. Because that performance against the Ravens on the road, oh my God.
That man in the 360 right now. He's stressed. He in a 360.
He was doing numbers. I mean, I was
But
going
yeah,
to look him up. Like Travis
they
Kelce just
they had
destroyed
no
this
in
defense.
Baltimore then had no answer. They had Kyle Hamilton on him, didn't matter. You put a linebacker on him, Patrick
Didn't
Queen,
matter.
Wan'Quan Smith, didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Like he
Mahomes
was
finding him last minute, like, oh, ain't nobody
right.
else open. Where's Travis?
He
Boom.
showed why he was the best wide receiver, not wide receiver, but tight end in the game for like the past 5 to 6 years now. He showcased that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like to put like he is slowly building a resume to where it's going to be hard to keep. If there was like a Mount Rushmore of tight ends, it's going to be hard to keep Kelce off that Mount Rushmore at the end of the day. If he continues on the trajectory,
sure.
He already won the greatest tight end.
He would already be up
his spot solidified. It's just you just having a conversation with yourself. It's like, okay, is he like de facto like unanimous number one, or are you going to pick host to see if there's like another tight end, because he's still like kind of far behind on Tony Gonzalez with like total yards. So it's like, and I don't know if he's going to catch that. But when you want to talk about playoff performances, playoff records, and all that like hardware, like that, like that's pretty good for a tight end. That's but his resume is pretty hard to top. Like you talking about like Gronk like status if he gets this other Super Bowl.
That's what I was about to say.
Who y'all got on y'all four though? Since we're talking about it.
Top 4 tight ends. So for me, Travis Kelce is up there. I put Shannon Sharp.
Gronk. Them the top three right there. Who's number 4 though?
So I put Gronk there, and I put Tony Gonzalez.
That probably be my 4 too.
I got Travis, Tony, Gronk, Sharp as mine.
Yep, even the 4.
Yeah.
Because because Tony just didn't have a championship on his ring. Other than that, like you were on 2 teams balling like crazy. Like you kind of revolutionized the tight end. You kind of revolutionized the tight end position.
What you say, Corey? You said who's after them?
Honestly, the question is like who you put after them, because honestly, I feel like those are the top 4 of all time.
Antonio Gates is up there.
Gates is underrated.
I would put
Kellen
Winslow.
Winslow.
Go
I
old
probably
school.
would throw him a shout.
Kevin Winslow Senior,
Yeah. If you want to go old school, I think Mike Ditka played tight end for the Bears back in the day. He put up some numbers. I know he's on some people's. I know he's on some people's Mount Rushmore.
So Jason Witten is up there as far as statistically.
Yeah, he was solid. He was solid.
Do we put our boy that played at Carolina? Where do we put
Greg Olsen? Greg Olsen is
he in that next tier down, or is he in that second tier?
That's a tough one.
I think he's borderline tier 2, tier 3. He's around there.
Like I think he might be tier 3. That's just off the top of my head. I don't know his like numbers and like his Pro Bowls and All Pros on the top of my head. But if we stack him up against like someone as Jason Witten and they kind of like similar, then you can probably put him on that tier 2. But he was still like a great tight end, so he was still a good tight end to me.
Yeah, I mean, you got guys like, as far as if you're thinking about just statistically, Jimmy Graham, Ozzie Newsome is up there.
Vernon Davis was a beast. Vernon Davis
was like,
he just cried. He was a crybaby.
He was a crybaby, but I mean, he was a beast.
I feel like him and Greg might be in that same tier.
Guys like Zach Ertz is up there. Brad, your boy Heath Miller, I think he played for the Steelers. He's up there.
I put Heath up there. He's in that third territory. Yeah.
Heat.
I know you get your Dave.
Guys like
Heat used to go crazy. Ty Heat used to go crazy in fantasy though.
Heat used to go crazy. Even like George Kittle. George Kittle is making his way up there. He's not. He's not tier 2 yet, but he's on his way.
Hey, elephant in the room.
Who?
Aaron Hernandez.
He didn't play long enough, bro.
Honestly,
Because of his own damn fault.
Yeah.
Like he's like a tier 2 with tier 1 potential, but we got to put him at 4 and 5 all because of the shit he was doing off the field.
No, I agree with Dre.
This man, he literally just signed that contract and wanted to be outside.
Want to be outside. Like,
nah.
Yeah.
He thought it was cocaine Cowboys all over again in the 70s in Miami. Like, nah, like.
And then but you got like guys that are like lower down tier. You talking tier 4. You talking Jeremy Shockey and Jared Cook and Todd Christensen, Delaney Walker, those Dallas Clark, those guys. And
then also like some that's still playing there that's on their way up. Like a little Porter. He's on
TJ Hawkinson.
TJ
want to see where he gonna end up.
Noah Fant, right?
Nah.
No, he not.
Buddy that's on Cleveland. What's his name?
Oh, Njoku.
Oh, my boy, Njoku, my boy.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
Yeah, he's on his way up too.
What happened to Austin? What happened to Austin Hooper? What happened to him?
Damn, what happened to him?
I don't know what happened to Hooper. I think he's
trash.
He's either like Seattle.
I think he just went
trade. He tried. He left. What? Then he went from the Falcons to the Bears or some shit, and just never got hurt.
Yeah.
He's on the Raiders.
And then guys like Mark Andrews,
he's on the Raiders.
On the way.
Yeah, he just ass.
I'm about to say.
Mark
No.
He's
talking
really
about ass.
So current guys like Darren Waller. Who else?
He's got to stay healthy.
I think he's tier 4, tier 3 just because of his health. Like he has tier 2 potential, but that health. Like I don't think. When's the last time he can say he played at least 14 games in a season? He has to play a whole season in a minute, but at least say 14.
Oh, we forgot to mention.
Hell, give me 12.
Corey, we forgot to mention one of your worst enemies. What about Jimmy Graham?
We mentioned him. We mentioned him. Yeah, we mentioned him.
I give him like tier. I gotta look at because he was doing some ridiculous numbers in his first day with New Orleans.
Honestly, yes. If you look at his career and you split up his career into halves, that first half when he was with them trash ass niggas, he was top 5 in the game. Well, top 3. Tight end.
He was.
Help the team be
playing. He's the top 3 tight end. He was literally the most reliable receiver that bitch ass nigga had. But,
Hey, don't let the disdain
Never
go
let
away.
it go. Never let it go, boy.
I learned from BT. I learned from BT.
Trying to be objective. Corey said, "Fuck all that."
Yeah, fuck that.
I know one
shit.
name.
You don't pay me. You don't pay me to say that nigga name.
Oh shit! I know one name that like he's an HBCU grad. Ben Colts dominated in the 90s.
Yeah, I thought about Ben Colts, but I didn't know his numbers like that.
He put up over 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns, and he was a All-Pro twice and a 5-time Pro Bowler. He's alumni right up the road here in Salisbury.
And that's when the tight end position wasn't getting that many catches like that, so that's really good.
Yeah,
they use them in the running and the blocking game a whole lot.
Like Shannon Sharp would kill in this era.
Oh man!
He would have. I think guys like Travis Kelce, like a guy like Shannon Sharp. I mean, a lot of people today don't know that about like what he did in his career because they just know him for what he does on TV. But Shannon Sharp, I think, in my opinion, he revolutionized that position because he was a guy that normally like the tight end position is like you're not. And I don't really like know his 40 what his 40 time was, but Shannon Sharp was pretty fast for a tight end when he played.
Yeah.
So I think he
was just a big body. That's the only reason why he didn't play wide receiver. He was a big body.
Yeah, exactly. And he could block and everything. So I think he revolutionized that position for guys like Gronk and Kelce, to play like they do.
Dave, to answer your question, he ran a 4.6. in his 40 time.
Yeah, you had to put that. Yeah, you had to put that brother in football, man. He couldn't be on the streets with that shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. For a tight end, that's not bad. That's a big motherfucker running towards you.
I think he came out in like 1990.
1990 came out 19. He got drafted 7th round 1990 or 1991. One of those years.
90.
Yeah, 1990. Yeah.
So 4'6" back then for a tight end.
Damn, he waited a minute. He made a minute for it. He waited a minute for his Super Bowl.
He had one of the fastest.
Shit.
He was one of the fastest.
Yeah, he waited about. Yeah, his first Super Bowl came in 98.
Yeah,
with the Broncos. Yeah,
98 with the Broncos.
98, 99.
Yeah, and then 01 with the Ravens. Yeah,
with the Ravens.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, it's time. We're going to discuss the Super Bowl. It is not the game we wanted, but it's the game we got. Fuck the NFL, because I do not want to see 18 million candle cuts of you know who. I'm not going to say her name, because if you say her name, it invokes a whole bunch of people that I don't feel like discussing right now. So therefore, I hope that, I don't really have a say-so in the Super Bowl, really, to be honest. We've seen this matchup before. I do think that Kansas City has definitely upgraded their defense since the last time they've been here. We kind of didn't realize how great this defense was going to be until they went on the road, beat Buffalo, went on the road again and beat Baltimore. And, Mahomes is still Mahomes. I mean, it's becoming a cliche at this point, so I want to hear your guys' thoughts, just overall. I mean, I guess with me, it's kind of like, San Francisco has they've gone all in, they got all these weapons, we said a lot about the quarterback play in regards to Purdy and whether or not he can take them over the hump or whatever, because we've seen them before with Garoppolo getting to the Super Bowl and he couldn't get them over the hump. Does Purdy do it now? It'd be interesting to see where that narrative takes off and where it does. I know I saw today where Cam is doing his 4th and 1 out there live in Vegas. I would love for Purdy just to go on there and for them to have a conversation to kind of put this whole argument to rest. That's just what I would like, and I don't know if he'll do it. I don't know if Purdy would actually.
Too big of a distraction. Too big of a distraction.
Yeah, I was about to say
I don't think they're going to let him do it. But he did make some plays with his legs that I didn't see him make before during the regular season. And, like Dre said, give him respect for that. But at the end of the day, we kind of different team, really. When you add Christian McCaffrey, who I still think, is probably going to be second place behind Lamar, should be second place behind Lamar in the MVP race. He's the true MVP of that 49ers offense. He's the engine that makes it go. If they can get Christian going early, it'd be interesting to see how Kansas City has to adjust if that engine that is the 49ers offense gets revved up, because they are front runners. If they get out to a lead, we know what Bosa's going to do. When he sees a black quarterback, we already know how he is. So when he gets revved up,
he gonna get confused seeing Patty back there.
He might hesitate. He might hesitate. He might take a few steps and he might hesitate.
But that's a point that I really want to talk to, because you brought up a good. I really think that run game with McCaffrey is really going to dictate how this game going to be, and it's because we've seen this not once, but we've seen this twice now. Shanahan, as a head coach and an offensive coordinator in the Super Bowl, you had the run game dialed up, and it was working. And then when it mattered most, you ran away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know if to prove a point, or it's because you wanted to be a coach or the coordinator that say, yeah, I got my QB to do this and that and everything. But this is no time for that. If Christian McCaffrey is going up, because Buffalo did the same thing with the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's why they're not in the Super Bowl right now.
Mm-hmm.
When you had the 6 O-line set, and Cook was running all over that defense,
killing them niggas.
Next thing you know, You ran away from that. It's obvious that Kansas City is deceptive. They're a strong defense, but the run defense is probably not as strong as the pass defense.
It's not.
Don't play to that defense. Don't play to that defense strengths. Like if the run game is working, run the damn ball. If that's going to work for y'all.
So the trend that I've seen from the two teams, because it's a tale of two teams right now. We've seen that Kansas City has been trending up in all of their games. How they've been playing, defense is getting better. The wide receivers are catching the ball for Patty. Like they're playing prime peak football. They're getting hot at the right time. We look at the 49ers, not saying that they're playing like trash or anything, but they're showing that they're vulnerable. Every game that they played in, which has only been 2 games this postseason, they've looked vulnerable at times. We've seen like Green Bay could have won. We know that Detroit could have won. But now it comes to the time where it's like, which team, and we've said this a lot, which team is going to show up? So that's the question. What 49ers team is going to show up? Is it going to be that team that we've seen that's been a front runner most of the season? Or is it going to be this team that we've seen in the playoffs? Are they going to continue down the same trail that they've been going down, where either they're getting down a lot, they're making a lot of mistakes, wrong reads, wrong plays, or are they going to do what Dre just said? They're going to get up and go away from the run and pull a Kyle Shanahan special. So
Kyle Shanahan is just an aggressive play caller. He was aggressive in that Super Bowl as an offensive coordinator. He was aggressive when he let Jimmy Garoppolo throw the ball instead of letting who was it? Mitchell and Mostert. I think those were the running backs at the time.
It was Mitchell and Mostert.
Not letting them run the ball enough. He's just an aggressive play caller. That's in his nature. The Chiefs have flipped the switch in the playoffs. That game against the Dolphins, the Chiefs defense was lights out. The offense wasn't. They put some touchdowns on the board, but they could have put a lot more touchdowns on the board, as we said after the wild card round. So the Chiefs are trending up, like you said, Corey. The 49ers look vulnerable. More vulnerable than what they have looked since maybe there are certain parts of the season in which they look kind of vulnerable, particularly in their losses. So it depends on the trenches. It's all going to depend on the trenches. I'm looking at the Chiefs' offensive line. I don't think Joe Tooney's playing. I forgot if he's the left or on the left or the right, but
I think he's on the left. I believe. I can't remember now.
And we're talking about trenches. One of the D linemen tore his ACL in the Ravens game, so he was an impactful player.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So true.
So those 2 big losses that they had to deal with when it comes to the trenches.
So that gives the 49ers an opportunity with Bosa and Chase Young and those boys.
Chase might not even play, bro.
For real?
Chase might. There's reports been coming out. There's reports because if you go back and watch like that Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown, you see how he was like running last days ago to that play. Like the coaches are not feeling his effort, so they say they might sit him on the sideline.
Damn.
I seen that.
I thought he got hurt or something. I'm like, oh shit.
No, he good. And you know, I had to call my boy because that's the Matha alumni bro and everything. But hey, we tell the truth on the show, right? Hey man, that was a bad look. Like we see, like you kind of confirming why we had to trade you out of DC, and now you talking about you on a Super Bowl possible contending team, winning team. And they might not play the person that was drafted 2nd overall in the NFL draft because you're not putting the effort in.
Dang,
that's crazy.
That's wild, man.
They traded a third round. They traded a 3rd round pick for you, bro. Like that says a lot, man.
Yeah,
it does.
That's wild. Dang.
So hopefully he gets to participate. But if these reports are true, I mean, you did it to yourself, cuz.
And then my question is, how does that lead into the offseason? Because if they don't play in the Super Bowl, if they win, they go let you get that ring. But as far as an extension contract or any type of
No, that's not happening. Yeah,
That
that's
ain't
not
happening.
happening.
I mean,
Be a free agent.
somebody gonna pick him up,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Somebody
so he be
will.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much you want?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, Corey, are you sure? Because I feel like y'all trying to get rid of that situation right now anyway. So do you want to kind of keep
Drake, you
repeating
got a
history? Do you want to keep repeating history?
trying to get rid of Burns to get Young. I don't know how that's
No, man.
I got a couple mil. Burns better come back down to earth. Burns got to come back down to earth.
Burns need to get traded. That's what needs to happen.
Or get traded.
If you pair Burns with Young,
I mean, we got Frankie Louvu at the same time.
Yeah,
we got Frankie Louvu.
Nah, I'd rather keep Frankie Louvu, dog.
Yeah, bro. Like, hey, look, bro. Panthers just need to cut their losses, be ass for the next 1 or 2 years, and just keep it moving, bro. Like, just completely stop.
No, bro, it's hard. It's hard, man.
Man, fuck it, man. Look, nigga, life is hard, nigga. Life is hard, nigga.
Just watch LSU football, BT. Just watch LSU football. You don't even gotta worry about Sundays.
Hey, man, look.
Just go to the 1 o'clock services on Sunday, my boy. You be all right.
Hey, look, bro. People in hell want ice water. They ain't gonna get it, bro. I'm not gonna
what
get
the
a football team.
Hey, yo.
You're not gonna
so
get
you
gotta go to hell.
So you want your team to be trash, bro? That's what you said to me.
That is what it's going to be.
No, don't be saying that because y'all taking ass Hornets fans over there. Y'all be like, oh yeah, we lost the head now. We doing it right. Y'all drink some milk. My bad. We're not talking about who's. My bad. I got off track. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Like, look, bro. The Panthers are not going to be good for a while. At least for the 2024 season, they're not going to be good. So there's no point. There's no point.
Third coach in 3 years. I mean,
so there's no
need. Bryce Young throwing 30 TDs next year, babe. Believe in your new head coach, dog.
He can do that, but we're not making the playoffs.
I'm about to say, Drake, what is the record? What is the record?
Hey, look, he can do like Jameson, do a 30 for 30. We're not making the playoffs.
Hey, goodbye.
Like, I'm just saying, bro. It's not like Bryce Young can be a successful quarterback, but the Panthers will not be a good team.
How we can start talking about the Panthers anyway, bro? How we get on the Panthers for the Super Bowl, bro?
Somebody want Chase Young to go to the organization.
All I say is how much you want. That's all I asked. I asked a simple question. I said I got a couple mil to offer the man. That's it. Just want to have a conversation. That's it. We can get back on topic.
You got any thoughts? Any pre-thoughts?
Nah, so like y'all said about the team's trending, man. This is my one thought. If Patty get up on the 49ers, bro, by 10 points, that shit's over.
It's over.
He's not giving up a lead, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not.
In the Super Bowl,
not a double-digit lead on top.
I mean, he did against your boy though. So I mean, he ain't acceptable to doing that shit.
Purdy not Burrow, dog. You know what I'm saying? He's not nowhere near Burrow, dog.
BT's like Purdy is not him. He's like Purdy is not him.
You are not.
He was like, don't even compare the two.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
But I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be a great after this game, but what Purdy do somehow cook, y'all? Like, y'all already know how the media going to eat that shit up. So like,
I'm
not watching.
That's
sports
funny. We was having a debate.
I'm not watching any sports takes for at least a week and a half because they're going to.
I don't got nothing against Purdy. It's one of those situations. It's the media behind him.
The media,
so because like. Because here's my whole stance on this, y'all. When Karen say what he said, he wasn't really like bashing any quarterback. He was just telling how it is with quarterbacks in the league.
Yep.
People just hated the messenger more than the message.
Exactly.
Then the
I've been
message.
saying that
Because
the
if
entire time.
Brady or Manning said the same thing, it would
Oh,
not
man.
have. This like our third
Do you
episode talking
remember?
about it.
Do you remember Brady said earlier in the year the
Thank
quarterback
you.
play was
Thank
terrible?
you.
Was terrible.
He said it. He said
said
it
it
was
see none of
mediocre as
this.
fuck. He said it was terrible in the NFL.
And the only person that said something was Alex Smith, and we was all like, "Yeah, all right." Anyway, so we see what it really is. So that's why I'm like, if Purdy somehow gets 300 and like 3 touchdowns, I mean, I'm not gonna be mad at the kid. I'm like, he did what he had to do.
You gotta respect it.
You
You
wanted
gotta
to
You gotta
respect it.
respect it.
On the
Yeah,
biggest
it's
It's like, cause y'all know I got certain players out there that I want to see fail. He's just now on my list as one of those players. So it's with everything. I just know how the media is going to treat this, and they kind of waiting to see if he does it, so they can say what they really want to say. But I'm
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
They really just want to wait to see if they can rub it in
Yo, you
Cam's
know
face.
it's bad.
That's what they want to do.
And you
They
know
want to
it's
rub it in his
bad.
face.
Yeah, you know it was bad when the NFL Twitter feed put, yeah, that's a game manager throw when he made that one throw against the 49. I mean against
Yeah.
the Lions.
Mark
And they
Sanchez
was like,
did
yo,
that
this a
shit,
game
man.
manager
What the
throw, bro.
I mean,
I said, bro, you got the NFL defender you now?
I'm
That
pretty
shit
sure
was wild.
Keely Smith threw a throw like that at some point in his career. So I mean, that's not setting the bar too high. So
it is
I
crazy.
mean, when you're an NFL quarterback, you're supposed to make that throw.
Oh.
Like
I
I don't
middle on top of that too.
Man, they shitting on what Cam Newton
He
said, but
he didn't drop it in the pocket.
he got so much influence that the NFL got to tweet something like that.
That's
Fact.
crazy.
And yo, and
that's
if
the
Purdy
wild
get this
part.
ring, bro, if Purdy get this ring and he tied like Aaron Rodgers or Kurt Warner or whatever with one ring, bro, yo, the debate gonna happen, man.
Oh my
The
god.
media gonna make that debate spark.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
It's
mean,
like, yo, really? Off of one- like really?
Off of one title.
yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
I
They
just
gonna
don't
put him
wanna get
over.
both of them
They
wins.
gonna put him over Jalen. They gonna put him over Burrow. They gonna put him over Allen.
Yeah.
All them, but no rings,
And,
bro.
Oh, yeah, he
and
gonna
look,
leap-
and look,
he's
he
gonna
only
leapfrog
he
to the
only
top
2
five
years
quarterback
in.
conversation.
He only 2 seasons in, bro. So there's a lot
Exactly.
of time.
I mean, fuck it. Mark Rippon has a Super Bowl, but is he better than Dan Marino? We're not going for that shit. I'm sorry. Like if y'all not
Joe
gonna play,
Flacco.
Look,
Joe
man,
Flacco.
Brad
Trent
Johnson,
Dilfer. Brad Johnson.
There's a bunch
Nick
of quarterbacks.
Roger
Foles,
Staubach.
Nick Foles.
Roger Staubach. Like, let's keep it real.
Roger Staubach a Hall of Famer, bro.
I mean, yeah, Staubach did
I'm
all
just
that.
Let's
saying.
keep it real.
He
Yeah.
ball back in the day.
Eli Manning
Yeah.
gonna go in the Hall of Fame as well too. But let's keep it real.
Yep.
Let's keep it real.
It's like we said
This shit-
before. You don't have to be a
This
game
shit gonna
changer
get
to win the
ugly.
Super Bowl. Being a game
Nah, you
manager
don't.
does not automatically take you out of that conversation. Of not winning.
if you giving me dubs, I'm rocking with it.
I don't care what
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
Yep.
Like if we getting dubs, I'm rocking with it. So like,
Hey, look, I got a question for you, Dre. You had Alex Smith as a quarterback at one point in time during his career.
yep.
How did you
Yep.
feel about him as being your quarterback?
I was rocking with it. Know why? Because before he got hurt, we was 6-2, and we just smacked Dallas. And know why? Because he wasn't turning the ball over. The offense was consistent. Defense was doing his job. Easy
He
work.
know
That's all
what his
I
role
asked for.
was, and he put the ball where he needed to put the ball.
That's all. That's all
what
you
a game
asked for.
manager is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
make it plain and simple. Corey, you remember when we had Jake Delhomme? Was we not happy in Carolina when we had Jake Delhomme?
Very
in the
happy.
winning game?
Very
Yeah.
happy. We're
Yeah.
very happy. We're
Thank
very
you.
happy.
For the longest-
I love Jake Delhomme until that one playoff game where he turned the ball over like 6 times.
Bro, on his birthday.
He turned-
On his
he-
birthday.
He turned the ball over like 6
my man was elsewhere that day. My man was not on the field that day. I don't know what hit.
He threw like
He was thinking
5
about
picks
Jerry
and a
Richardson's
fumble.
granddaughter. He was thinking about Jerry Richardson's granddaughter. That's what that was.
H.
Hey, bro. Hey, come on, bro.
Like, he was telling me. I think they married. I think they married. I think they married.
Oh,
Hey, yeah, that's a nasty agenda right there, man.
It's not an agenda. It's facts. He married her.
He said it's history, my guy.
Yo, I just need to know whether or not they gonna let Patrick Mahomes Sr. out before the Super Bowl. I just need to know that.
No,
I thought he was already out on bond.
Yeah, I thought he got out.
I thought he made bail. I thought he made bail.
My nigga
Yeah.
made bail.
Oh
I thought he
shit!
made bail.
If he made bail, we out here.
My son is Patrick Mahomes Jr. You better let me the fuck out of here.
You
But
right,
honestly, the way that man be looking in those suites, he probably prefer jail, bro. He said, just don't put me with the prisoners, bro. Just give me a TV and a 6-pack, bro. I'm chilling.
You have to give Taylor watch because apparently they say she's going to be in Japan, but there's a window for her to make it from Japan to the game and for her to get to the stadium. So we're going to be on Taylor watch.
I'm good.
Oh.
I'm good. Delay the flight. I'm good.
I'm here for the commercials, bro. I'm here for the commercials, bro. I'm here for the commercials and the trailers, bro.
I'm here for the commercials. I'm here for the halftime show. I'm here for my Tostitos.
Shout out to Usher.
I'm here for the wings.
Speaking of, if y'all don't know, if our listeners don't know, Usher did just announce a new concert. I'm gonna be in the spot on that too. That shit gonna go crazy.
In Vegas or
No, he's on tour.
He's a tour. He's doing a tour.
He on tour.
Yeah.
He on tour. Yeah. He just announced that joint today.
Interesting.
He got 2 Atlanta shows, and I want to hit one of the Atlanta shows, but y'all know I'm probably gonna hit the Charlotte show. I know the Atlanta show's gonna go crazy.
He got two joints in Toronto. He got 2 joints in Toronto.
Interesting. Let's see what we
But Dave, you gotta check the dates first. Because it might be a conflict. It might be a
conflict of interest.
It might be a conflict.
Yeah, you're right. I got
But I mean, we're gonna say we can discuss this later. We're gonna discuss this later.
Off wax.
We're gonna discuss this later.
But
yeah.
real quick,
I get. I'm sorry. Do we want to make it, or do we just not give a fuck? Cause I just want to see.
I want to say some final thoughts on the Super Bowl, but y'all go ahead. Y'all want to make picks?
I'm good on picks. I'm good. I just want KC to.
I'm like the little kid from the Incredibles. I'm just sitting here until something happens. I'm just sitting here chilling until something happens.
I'm like,
I know who I want to win. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I could give you my analysis if I wanted to, but do I really care? This is probably the first.
Let's go. Let's see.
Come on, Brad, you gotta care. Come on, Brad, you gotta care. Let's go.
Yeah, just go.
Care for me, bro. Care for me.
I mean, to be honest, if I had
hey, I would just say pause for the hell of it, man. That was crazy. Do your thing, Brad.
This nigga said careful. I'm just sitting here like,
hey, now Drake, you got put the yellow card in my face for that, man. That's like some soccer shit. You got to put the yellow card in my face.
This nigga said, care for me, yo. Hey, yo. What was you thinking?
Hey, you might need to say what you want to say so we can wrap this joint up, man. Because boy,
hold up. Before you go, I got one question for Dave. You just said a little while ago, put the yellow card in your face.
Hey, come on.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, first of all, pause. Second of all,
hey son.
Soccer, when you commit a penalty, you got the ref. When the ref goes up to you and they pull out a yellow card and they raise that bitch all up it like it's standing in front of you.
Say the shit, bro. Hey yo.
Just all off.
What did I say?
Hey, Dave, go ahead, bro. Just go ahead.
You got it.
In this episode, bro. Say what you gotta say, Dave.
That's what happens.
I'll let y'all have it. Y'all got it.
All right, man. So my thoughts on Super Bowl. Oh no, go ahead, Brad.
No, I was gonna get real quick. Corey, I know you said you're going to Kansas City. Dre, do you even care, or is it Kansas City?
It's like I got stake on both sides, and I hate to admit it because, like, if Chase win, that's another DeMatha player that gets a ring, and I'm gonna be happy for that. And I like Christian McCaffrey, but Patrick Mahomes is my favorite QB, and it's like, despite what everybody is hating on Kansas City for and trying to make them the villains, I'm like, y'all mad at everything that has nothing to do with football with Kansas City right now. So it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like I can see both teams. I can see 49ers beating the shit out of Kansas City somehow, or this being a close game. But I'm just gonna be eating my wings and drinking for the first time this year, bro. I'm fucking tough. Like,
BT.
Man, look, all right, so this is what I'm at, bro. Like, McCaffrey, my guy, bro. I wouldn't be mad if he won the ring, dog. I wouldn't be mad if he won a ring. But like I said previously, bro, the 49ers got a team full of bitches. I just don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
And no
it's
business.
Patty, dog. I'm rolling with Patty, bro.
I rock with
And,
Patty. Patty, my dude, man. Patty, my dude.
yeah,
All right, Dave. Go ahead and give your final thoughts.
All right, man. So regarding this Super Bowl, first of all, fuck this Super Bowl as a whole. It can hold these. I ain't pausing it because it can really hold these. That's how I feel about it. The Chiefs, like we said, trending up. 49ers looking very vulnerable. I think that I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs because, for one, I'm going to go with the black quarterback. And number two, I feel like I can tolerate the Chiefs winning and them celebrating and all that. And I don't have no problem with Taylor Swift. I actually like some of her songs. I ain't got no problem with her. I ain't got no beef with her. I just don't want her swag surfing on my screen no more. That's all.
Thank you.
Damn, Dave, you almost had the fan.
Hey, yo,
base
let me
over
say
here.
one more
You almost
thing.
had a fan base.
Let me say one more thing real
Yeah.
quick, bro. You say you going with the black quarterback, right? But people out here saying Patty not black. Y'all see this nigga dad, bro? Like, y'all see this nigga dad?
Thank you.
This dude is the nigga.
Have you not met
Like,
Patrick Mahomes Sr.?
That nigga black,
Have
okay?
you seen him before?
And matter of fact, do y'all not remember when that man Patrick Mahomes snapped during the middle of the season because the wide receivers was dropping ball? That's a nigga
yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah.
That's a nigga quarterback, yo. I'm
That's the
like,
best quarterback I've ever seen with
Don't
the
let
Okay.
Brittany and Jackson fool you. Don't let Brittany and Jackson fool you.
like, is he different? Yeah, but
He's very different. You know what I'm saying?
he's a black quarterback, y'all. Like, it is what it is. He's a black quarterback. Is he the person that you would typically hang out with? Probably not. And then you know what? That's okay. But the Giants act like he's not who he is. But then you got people out here saying that Travis Kelce invented the damn fade. Like, let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. That's the but shout out to Kelce for righting the wrong that motherfucker tried. Shout out to Kelce. Because they was trying to set him up. They was trying to set him up. So for that, you know, I took your cookout pass, Kelce, but you know, I may have to give you your pass back, my bro. I might have to give you a pass back. Don't do that stupid cop look again. Don't do that 12 look again.
Yeah, the mustache. Yeah.
Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit again. Don't do that shit again.
That Larry the Cable Guy shit, nah, man.
It took all his powers.
Like I said, that was that. I got my camera off, boy. Look right there.
Nah. I mean, like
Star Command look.
When you think about it, if you go back to before the season started, like if someone would have told you that this would have been a Super Bowl matchup, you would have probably had no problem with it because you probably would have expected this.
No, that's why when we're in the chat when I say it was like it's really no underdog story for real because it was like even while the Chiefs were struggling, you can't tell me that this wasn't like a possibility of a matchup that people had back in August for real. Yeah. So that's why like when we was like there's no juice in the media and stuff like that. There's no like outward personality at the Super Bowl. There's two strong organizations, so nobody's going to go out the realm of doing something crazy. Yeah. They're just coming on some business. They try and get to this game and try to deal with the media, try to deal with their family, handle business, and go. Well, it's going to be like 6 o'clock by the time the game is over there. So they're going to like go hit the slots or whatever after the game and some shit like that. So it's like,
That shit can go crazy.
They're gonna hear
So
Drake,
yeah, so like
MGM. Yeah.
that's why there's like there's no juice. That's why we don't care about like any like analysts because it's just like let's just get to the game because y'all saying the same shit that everybody else is saying. So it's like let's just go ahead and get this. Let's just get to the game and see what we're going to see.
Yeah.
And that's really it.
Yeah.
I mean, my final thoughts is this: if I had to go down the different position groups or whatever, you're looking at two very even teams. There's only a couple of places I give edges to certain teams. Like I give the edge to the running back position to the 49ers. I give the edge to the quarterback position to the Kansas City Chiefs. Tight ends are about even. Offensive lines are about even, depending on, like I know Drake said earlier, Joe Tooney's hurt. We'll see how that affects Kansas City offensive line. And I know they got a few injuries on the D line, but you still got Chris Jones. And then, of course, they got Bosa. And I think they got Javon Hargrave and those fellas. And the linebackers, you know, I would probably give the edge to the 49ers. And then the D-backs, I'm giving the edge to Kansas City. Now, when it comes down to head coach, I'm taking Big Red. I'm sorry. Big Red.
Absolutely.
I ain't been steered wrong by Big Red. And him and Patrick Mahomes are looking, you know, they've created this dynasty. And as much as I'm a little bit apathetic, as, you know, we've all kind of said that, you know, this was kind of a foregone conclusion. This wasn't like an out-of-the-world possibility that happened at the beginning of the year. We kind of would have picked these two teams, even when Kansas City was down. They weren't getting blown out. They were losing games because guys couldn't catch the damn ball. So it was like, if guys catch the ball, their record looks a lot better than what it is. So
hell, Kadarius Toney stays on side for once. They have a different record. Shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It came down to inches on an offsides play. So I'm kind of like y'all. I'm around until I see different. I'm around with Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, Brad, I'm gonna throw a flag on that last comment you just said, my boy, because
Yeah.
that was nasty. That was nasty. That was nasty. I got challenged that play, bro. BT. I got my challenge flag on that play, BT. You caught that right. Okay, bro.
We needed that one.
Okay.
Brad, what'd you say?
Hey, come on, bro.
Don't say it again, bro.
I'm not saying it again. I'm not saying it again.
I'll set you up, bro.
I'm not saying it again.
Just know it was wild. Just know it was hard.
It was wild.
It was wild. Once I thought about it, it was wild.
Oh, damn.
But
that's too much, y'all, man.
It's Kansas City. I don't know what the score will be. I have no clue what the score will be, but Kansas City.
I got a score for you. I got a score for you. 27-17.
Yeah, I said a 10-point
I
game
can see that.
at work today too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can see that too for sure.
All right. Got that.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to McCaffrey. Guys like George Kittle, Debo.
Hargrave. North Carolina right there.
Hargrave.
Debo can't win nothing, bro. Debo can't win nothing, bro.
And then shout out to Joshua Williams. He a Fayetteville native, played at Fayetteville State.
Fayetteville.
Trent McDuffie, I see you. Trent McDuffie, I see you. All pro, I see you, dog. I see you.
Trent Williams, Chase, do y'all thing, man. Yeah. I ain't mad. I ain't mad, y'all. Go do what y'all gotta do.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Patty, do your thing.
Yeah. LSU.
Yeah.
Kelsey, do your thing, man. You know.
Rashid Rice.
Hey, put on a shirt. He's one of my. I think he's gonna be out here as a wide receiver. I think he's gonna be out here.
Yeah.
Do your thing, young cuz. Do your thing.
Just stop Nick Bosa from getting the ring. That's all I
ask. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
man.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it right there.
I don't care about nothing else.
All right.
Well, you got our predictions. You got our thoughts. Thank you for joining us on this ride. The NFL season is about to come to a climactic end. We'll see what happens in the Super Bowl. God, please, Taylor, don't make this doggone flight. Stay your ass in Japan. I do not want to see 18 camera cuts of you. As Dave said, I have no problem with you. I just don't like the media thinking that this is all about you. So just going to enjoy the game, enjoy the food, enjoy the good times.
They're running that.
Those Tostitos chips with the dip, boy. Tostitos chips
Usher, I
with
know
the dip.
Usher's going to tear the house down. People are already saying this might be a top 5 greatest halftime performance of all time. So we'll see what happens there. Like Dre said, commercials and trailers for the upcoming movies and some of these funny commercials they've been hyping up. So we'll see how everything goes. So from all of us, Sabs and 4, continue to follow us on YouTube. Follow us wherever you get your podcast. Follow all of us individually on social media. You can follow the @Sabs and 4 podcast on social media as well. Next week we'll be back probably with the full squad. We got a lot, and I mean a lot of hoops to talk about. And as well as following up from the Super Bowl, who's going to raise the Lombardi Trophy at the end of this 2023-2024 season. But continue to follow. We're going to come up with good content. Shout out to Dre and Dave and Terence. They've been in a bunch of games. They've been getting good content. Shout out to all y'all.
Hey, tell Fox to cut the check. 4 games in 7 days, either on Fox or FS1. Tell them to cut the check. Cut the check.
Shout out.
How's that awesome? 4 games in 7 days. Cut the check.
Shout out to Media Dave.
Cut the check.
Hey, Dave always like to say, we ain't hard to find. And like I said, like Dave's always said, we can be anywhere. We'll pop up anywhere.
New Mexico, I was there. College Park, I'm there. Connecticut, I'm there. To the moon, to the stars, I'm there. Jupiter, I'm there. Pluto, it don't even exist no more, but I'll be there, nigga.
Pluto do exist. And he's a great artist. And he's a great goddamn artist. And he's a great goddamn artist. Respect to Pluto. Respect to Pluto.
My bad.
But as always, we appreciate all y'all that continue with us on this journey, on this follow. Keep
Thank
it
you
up
very
with us.
much.
And as we know, we are out. Sabs and 4.
Yes, sir.
Sir.